Welcome back, readers. We are going to read today chapters 17 and 18 of Fenway and Hattie. Without Hattie, nothing matters. Nothing will ever matter again. I slink down, gazing helplessly out the door. When Food Lady and Fetch Man come back inside, they practically trip over my lifeless body. My muscles wouldn't move if I bribed them, which is apparently what my humans are trying to do. Fenway, Food Lady coos, sweet as cream. She strides into the eating place, gesturing at my supper dish, like I could have possibly forgotten it's there. Fetch Man waves a piece of kibble under my nose. I cannot even bear to sniff it. He presses his hand against my side as I let out a deep sigh. He smells relieved. They head into the lounging place, and I hear the familiar click and sounds from the flashing screen. Later, Fetch Man comes back and opens the sliding door. Fenway, he says, more authoritatively this time. When I don't bother getting up, he carries me outside and waits until I water one of the bushes. Through the darkness, we both steal glances at the giant tree. But there's no sign of her, just a nasty squirrel skittering along the side fence. Fetchman shrugs and brings me back inside. When he closes the door, I press my nose to the screen as if suddenly I'll see her climbing down the tree and running back to me. I can't suppress a whimper. Fenway, Fetchman says with a sigh. He pulls me away from the door and deposits me in the hallway. Out comes the gate. The lights go dark, and I am alone. I'm lying in the hallway for a very long time. Eventually, my eyelids get heavy. I close them for just a second, and then I'm out in the dog park with the biggest hot dog I've ever seen. It's the size of our car, and it's glistening with hot doggity goodness, just waiting for me to race over and take a bite. Wowie, how did I get so lucky? I can't wait to sink my teeth into it. I go on to chomp one end, but suddenly the whole hot dog disappears. Hey, where did it go? It's completely vanished. I'm searching for it everywhere, when over at the fence, I see a flicker of pure horror. Squirrels, lined up on the fence. More squirrels than I've ever seen. They're enormous, gigantic. It's the scariest sight I've ever seen, ever. One very fat, nasty squirrel leads the pack. His belly is huge and bulging. His teeth are long and fang-like, dripping with squirrely saliva. I can't look at him without shuddering. He's the definition of evil. Chipper-chatter-chwack, the evil squirrel screeches. He scurries down into the dog park, and the rest of the pack follows. They're invading. A dog park is for dogs. I open my mouth to frighten them away, but no sound comes out. What happened to my bark? I'm speechless. Pretty soon, the dog park is completely packed with gigantic squirrels. But they're not teasing or taunting or daring me to chase them. They don't even notice me. What's up with that? Clearly, they have a plan. The evil squirrels scamper over to the giant tree. The others race after him. They shoot up the trunk and into the leafy leaves. They're headed for the squirrel house. A shiver runs from my snout to my tail. Hattie is up there. The evil squirrel bares his fangs. The others raise their claws. They are about to enter the house. Hattie's in danger. A squirrely face pops out of the little window, her eyes wide with fear. I know those eyes. It's Hattie. She's turned into a squirrel. I wince in horror, every hair on my coat shuddering with disgust. My sweet, lovely Hattie, my favorite short human of all, has become one of my mortal enemies? I gaze out across the dog park. Hattie's eyes are full of terror. She's trapped. She's afraid. She needs me. Squirrel or no squirrel, she's still Hattie. I'll never stop loving her, especially now that she's in trouble. Those gigantic squirrels have her surrounded. There's only one thing to do. I have to save her. There must be a way, if only I could bark. At least I could run. Or can I? My legs won't move. Come on, paws, let's go. They will not budge. They must be attached to the ground. It's worse than being trapped. I'm officially useless. I can't just stand here. Time is running out. The pack of gigantic squirrels is perched on the branch, which is bending and bending and bending. I hear a loud, rushing, whooshing sound, and then crack! Or is it click? Whatever it is, it's followed by a pounding, splattering sound like sheets of rain and boom, kaboom! I shiver. It's all so terrifying I can hardly stand to listen. But then I hear different sounds. Tip, tap, tap. My eyes pop open. But suddenly everything is dark. I can't bark. I can't move, and now I can't see. And hey, the grass feels exactly like cushy carpeting. Oh, it is cushy carpeting. I'm no longer out in the dog park. I'm back in the house, in the hallway, outside the eating place. Is this real, or is it a dream? In any case, there's no time for questions. The tip-top tapping is getting closer. It's inside the sliding door, and it's moving into the eating place. Good thing there's nothing wrong with my hearing. Rain pelts against the window. A light flashes outside. For an instant, I can almost make out a large, lumpy, bumpy creature inside the eating place. It smells like damp tree bark and wet leaves. This can only mean one thing. It's the evil squirrel. He's come inside to stop me from saving Hattie. Like he actually could. Short human or squirrel, she's still my beloved Hattie. And nothing can stop me from saving her. Boom, kaboom! I leap up. Hey, I can move. Out of my way, squirrel! I bark. I have a job to do. Hey, I can bark. But the evil squirrel is not intimidated by his shadowy shape keeps slinking through the eating place, determined to stop me. Not if I stop him first. I'll charge right in and show him who's boss. But when my paws cross the threshold, I realize there's another very big problem. Chapter 18. The wicked floor! How could things get any worse? Hattie's in trouble, an evil squirrel is trying to keep me from saving her, and the wicked floor is in my way. I can't let it stop me. I won't. Hey, wait a minute. What am I thinking? I can go the other way. I'm coming, Hattie, I bark in a flash. I'm halfway down the hallway. I'm almost there, but then I meet another obstacle. The gate. It's blocking my way to the door. I can't get through, but I can't give up. There's too much at stake. Before I can talk myself out of it, I race back towards the eating place. There is only one thing to do. I muster every ounce of courage I have. I dig in my claws and I crawl inside the doorway, fighting to keep my balance. I'm warning you for the last time, squirrel. I bark. Go away or face the consequences. The evil squirrel turns toward me and freezes. He gives a slight shh. Is he scared? Or about to make his move? There's no time to take chances. I must strike first. I take a couple of stumbling steps. I'm scrambling. I'm slipping. I'm going down. But no, I must save Hattie. I keep racing ahead. Nothing can get in my way. I'm hurtling toward the evil squirrel. My paws slip and I pull myself up. Hold on, Hattie, I bark. When I get close, I bear down on my front paws. I lunge at the evil squirrel. My paws slip and slip, but I hold on. Hattie, I bark. Prepare for certain doom. Obviously frightened, he gasps. My cue to pounce. I paw the evil squirrel's lumpy, bumpy fur, which does not feel very furry. He holds out an arm. That's his defense. I throw myself at him again, nipping, pulling, tugging, until he's scared right out of his skin. Literally. As the evil squirrel shrieks in horror, the lumpy, bumpy covering slides off his body, which smells awfully familiar, like mint and vanilla, and a bit like that choky spray. Hattie? Is my nose deceiving me? I back off. I cock my head, and I glance up to the wonderful dark eyes that I know anywhere. It is Hattie! Fenway, she says. Sit. My gaze locks to her as if pulled by an invisible leash. I sink onto my bum, my tail thumping the cool, slick floor. Good boy, Hattie squeals. She drops to her knees, squeezing me and patting my head. I slobber her nose and her eyes and her chin. Hooray, hooray, my Hattie has come back. And she's not a squirrel anymore. And best of all, she's loving me again. Hattie rubs my belly, laughing and showering me with kisses. It's a deliciously happy moment that I hope will never end. She missed me so much. She can hardly do enough to show it. And wowee, the love and appreciation sure feel great. I missed you too, I bark. I'm nuzzling Hattie's wet hair. Where's her cap and bushy tail? When my ears perk. Whooshing, howling noises are coming from outside, and suddenly I remember the giant squirrels. I race over to the sliding door. I peer out, but there's only blackness and pounding rain. In the few flashes of light, all I see is an empty dog park and the giant trees' leaves rippling and blowing in the wind. Those evil squirrels are gone. Clearly they were petrified. And don't even think about coming back, I bark in triumph. When I rush back into the eating place, it's bathed in bright light. Food lady's rubbing her eyes, and fetch man is wearing his glasses, and they look like they just woke up. Hattie? Food lady says in a voice that sounds glad, but mostly relieved. Honestly, you think she'd discovered that Hattie has returned would be cause for a full-blown celebration. Fetchman says, Fenway. He sounds surprised. Did he forget about me? Hattie speaks very quickly. She must be explaining to Food Lady and Fetchman what happened. That she turned into a squirrel and a pack of rival squirrels invaded her house, but a fierce and loyal dog frightened the squirrels away. And in case they couldn't figure out who the hero is, Hattie gestures dramatically toward the middle of the floor where I am standing, with a huge smile on my face. Gosh, I almost feel embarrassed. Food lady's eyes bulge. Her hands fly up to her mouth. Fetch man squats down, grabbing his knees. His face is beaming. Good boy, he says, more surprised than ever. Good job! Food lady rushes over and gives me a tight squeeze. Fetch man joins in. Hey, it's all in a day's work, I want to say. No squirrel has a chance against me. But then again, I could get used to the love fest. And then, right when I thought things couldn't get any better, a spectacular sight comes into view. My supper dish. It's filled with food. Did I forget to eat it? Food lady must be reading my mind because she lets me go at that very moment. I shoot over and start wolfing it down like it's the first meal of my life, and it is it ever tasty. Apparently, my humans are just ecstatic about the food as they were about my heroics. Hattie jumps up excitedly. Fetch man puts his arm on Food Lady's shoulder, and they are all standing over me, mesmerized. Like they've never seen a dog eat before? And frankly, it's more than a little distracting. Hattie strokes my back. She smells happy and proud. It's the best smell ever. I gaze at my empty bowl, wondering how the food disappeared so fast. And that's when I see something else that makes my tongue start panting. The wicked floor. My bowl is sitting right on it, and so am I. This can only mean one thing. I have trounced my nemesis. I am the winner. For such a long time, the wicked floor ruled the eating place, but not anymore. Its reign is officially over. I flop down and rest my face on its cool surface. I rub my nose on it. Take that, you wicked floor. You may be terrifying and evil and slippery, but you're no match for me. Have a great evening.